Hey guys, Ray from Love Your RV back with another product review. This time it's another one of those portable fridge freezer units. I have done one in the past that was one from a Bouge RV, and I've been using it for about a year and a half now, and it's actually worked pretty good. I use it mostly as a freezer to complement my RV's fridge. Anyway, this company called ACOPOWER contacted me, and they had a product called the LiONCooler. L-I, capital O-N, I guess it means for lithium-ion cooler. And I was kind of interested in this one because it had a couple unique features. One is a removable lithium-ion battery pack. Just like that, pops out. It says on the back here 173 watt hours. So this fridge freezer can run on its own battery, sort of portable, just by plugging that in. Also, it does the usual car charger and AC charger, but it's also capable of running off of its own solar panel or another comparable solar panel. So it's kind of got a couple unique features in that way. It's this one they sent me is a 40 liter. They also have a 30 liter and a 50 liter. Open it up here. Oops. See inside, some of the chargers are still in there. So we'll pack it up with some food so you can kind of get an impression of how much stuff can go in there. And another cool feature it has is its own trolley, kind of like a luggage suitcase built-in handle here. Pops up so you can easily move it around the campsite or wherever you need to use it. And the wheels actually look pretty good. They're 6-inch wheels, and that's actually rubber wheels, not plastic. And on the back they look like they have a couple holders for stuff here. Up here is where the DC compressor is for the fridge, and on the top is your control panel. It's got handles on the side as well. You saw me lifting it. Seems fairly lightweight, maybe around 30 pounds or so. I'll get the exact specs for you. You can see there's the vents for the compressor and the fans inside and all the electronics. So that's all built up in this corner, and then the rest of it is room for your food. I think what I'm going to do is take some food out of my other freezer, put it in here, and then we'll crank this on and see how it works with the battery, see how it sounds. Here's my old one as a comparison. It's a 50 liter one, has a freezer compartment and a separate kind of fridge compartment. This one sort of has a deep compartment, goes all the way back under there. I also see at the bottom a nice thing to have is a drain hole, so you can actually fill this with liquid as well and then drain it out the bottom. So we'll just take what food I have in here and put it over into there, see how it looks. Okay, so I got the frozen pie shell in there, 3 bags of frozen vegetables, 3 different bags of meat servings, and of course, most importantly, the ice cream. It's the main reason you want a freezer, right? So we'll close it up and turn it on, set her up. I guess the instructions say you want to turn this battery on. Hold it for 3 seconds. There we go, so the battery comes on. I don't know if you can see, there's 4 blue lights there. So that's the battery level, you can just push and see it. Okay, and up here you hold this for a few seconds and turn it on. There we go, so it's saying 40 degrees Fahrenheit. You can also change that to Celsius. I prefer Fahrenheit for this actually. And it's showing the voltage of the battery, 11.8 volts, and then there's a little display down there, how much is left. Notice it dropped down. It's at 4 segments there. And we'll set the temperature here, so go as low as -4. So I'll set that to -4. The other symbol you see there is a USB symbol. because there is actually a little USB connector here, 2 amp. So I guess you can use that to charge up devices like phones. Notice they have kind of a rubbery pad here. So imagine that's where you can just lay your phone down or whatever. A couple cup holders over here. So I'll just let that go and see when it comes back to freezing, see how much the battery's worn down. And then hopefully, the sun was out earlier. We're just camped out here in one of our provincial parks. I was getting some pretty good sun, but the clouds came, so I'm hoping some sun will come back and then I can test out the solar panel charging. But we'll just let it go on battery mode for a while and see how it performs. So I notice it does have a bit of a hum to it, so it sounds like there's either 1 or 2 fans in there for cooling. Maybe they'll turn down as it gets colder, reaches its temperature. Anyway, while we're waiting, I'll go through some of the accessories here that came with it. This is what they call the XT40 kit. So with the kit, it also comes with the solar panel. So what do we get here? We got a couple different ways to charge it. So you can charge it at home with AC charging. And then there's also, they include a set of cables for solar here. So you can, if you have your own solar panel already, these are very common MC4 connectors. And I think it's about 15 feet of cable. And then there's also the car charger. So if you're at home and you're wanting to use it or charge it up before you leave camping, you charge it all up with that. While you're driving around, you can have charging with that. And then when you arrive, you can charge it with solar. So that's pretty cool. And then there's also this little extra bit he said he sent me. This is kind of an optional accessory, but it's for charging if you just want to charge the battery alone. This can plug into the battery. So because it's got batteries that you can unplug, you can buy multiple batteries if you like. And a couple accessories. These are what clip on those back of the unit. There's some clips there, so I guess that's to carry your chargers and stuff in those little clips. Maybe that's for a cell phone or something. And then over here is the solar panel. This is their own one. It's a 90-watt solar panel. And it's 3 different 30-watt segments there to equal 90. And same thing, it comes with 15 feet of solar. I'll give you a little demo of moving it around. It has big wheels. It seems to travel pretty good over the rough ground here. Typical campsite. Okay, got about an hour or so run time on it, and we're down to 5 degrees on the thermometer reading here. And I noticed the battery down here showing 2 bars, so I'm gonna roll it out near the sun now and use a solar panel. Thankfully the sun's come out so I can give it a test. Okay, there we go, nicely in the sun. Got lots of cords so I can put the freezer in the shade. And it says PV here, photovoltaic cell. We'll put that in there. We should see it start to charge. Yeah, I can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to go into charging mode. It says anything higher than that. I think this thing takes about 40 watts, so anything higher than it, and it begins to actually charge the battery as well as running it. So we'll let that go while we have some sun, see if we can charge up that battery. Well, I got about 3 hours out in the sun. It was sun and clouds, so it actually did charge a bit. Down here we're back to 3 and saying 11.4 volts here, 4 bars. We're down to 1 Fahrenheit now. What I'm going to do now is test out the the 12 volt car charger. So I plugged it in the side here, and I'll just run it into here. We'll do a quick test with this box here, because it'll show me the wattage. Right here is showing it's, right now it's drawing 28 watts, so it's varying around 28, and right around 28 watts. Okay, so very little wattage draw. Just checking back in about 2 hours later, and it's showing a draw of 25 watts. And now my battery is fully charged. Press this button. Got 4 dots there. Display showing 1 Fahrenheit. Hasn't gotten quite down to -4 yet. Voltage is showing 12.2 volts, and we have 5 bars on the battery here, so the battery's back fully charged. Yeah, so we'll let the Lion Energy power station run it. And I've just located it under my slide there, tucked it under just in case it rains tonight. Okay, so checking on it the next morning. It's showing -3 Fahrenheit. I see it kind of bounce between 0 and -4 Fahrenheit. It's not very warm out right now here. I think we're somewhere around 55, 60 degrees. We got a full battery charge. Let's check down here. Yeah, 4 lights there. A little look at the food in here, see how it's doing. Steaks are rock hard, veggies are frozen, ice cream's hard, so she's working good, working as advertised. So got a few other interesting features to show you. One is up here on the display. I said that was a USB symbol, but it's actually a Bluetooth symbol. So this particular fridge has an access point for Bluetooth, and you can download an app, and you can do settings and get information right on your smartphone. Like right now, say it's at 0 degrees, I can see the voltage. I can turn it from max cooling to an eco cooling mode. Usually they say once you got it to your desired temperature, you switch it over to eco and you use a little bit less energy. Then you got different voltage settings. Now this comes into play when you're using it on a lighter socket in a car. You'd probably want to set it to like a high setting at 12.0 volts or 11.5 volts, just so the fridge doesn't run down your car battery to the point that you can't start your car anymore. Some lighter sockets in cars, when you turn the vehicle off, they turn off, but other ones give you a constant voltage. So if say you left it in the car overnight, it could drain your battery, but this will protect it from doing that. It automatically will shut the fridge off before it hurts your battery. Then you can set your different settings down here as far as temperature goes, and you can change from Fahrenheit to Celsius quite quickly too, so that's kind of nice. And then there's also some advanced settings there, and a factory reset can change some languages. And up here, that's your Bluetooth, and you can power it off, so that's kind of handy. And on the solar panel inside here, you can see there's a couple of USB slots. One's a USB-C and one's a regular USB. So that one can do all 3 USB, standard USB plug-ins, and then there's a USB-C, and I believe it can handle 40 watts. So with the solar panel, you can charge other things. Give you a quick look at the specs of this solar panel. 90 watts. It's your basic, what they would call a 12 volt solar panel. It says maximum working current 5.1 amps. And when it was in full sun, I did take a current measurement, and it was putting out 5 amps. Also, it has your standard MC4 connectors. So basically, you can use this solar panel for other things like charging other solar generator boxes, or using it to charge your batteries in your RV through a solar controller. So it's kind of a versatile thing. It's not proprietary to this box at all, which is nice. And here's a quick look at the accessory packs, I guess, for storing your cords and stuff. Another large one there, smaller one there, and then they just clip on plastic clips like that. Next, I'll give you a closer look at this lid. You can see the lift mechanism there. So it all is plastic. So there's always a chance you could have a failure on the lid latch there. It's not metal or anything, but it seems to work pretty good. And as far as the seal goes, they're using a sponge rubber around there, fits right in there. And then it seals along this edge, and you can see there's a raised piece of plastic area around there. So I guess it does the job fine. Not overly super high quality, but seems to do the job. Fit and finish is pretty good. It all is plastic. I guess they have to keep the weight down. You can't be adding too much metal with these, or else you're going to get quite a heavy load. So looks pretty decent. Hard plastic. The wheels, I'm quite impressed. They didn't cheap out on the wheels at all. Like I say, it's rubber, quite large wheels, so it's easy to pull around even in the sand out there. And they also have good sized nuts and metal wheels as well, so that's a pretty good feature. Looks like the axle is press fit right in the molded plastic there. There's the bottom drain port. And a quick check that USB output is indeed functioning. It's charging my phone no problem. I'll give you a quick look at the website so you can see some of the different options available. You got 30, 40, and 50 liter, or 32 quart, 42 quart, 52 quart. Standalone. You can buy extra batteries and solar panels, or you can buy these in kit form, so you can get them with the solar panel or extra batteries. This is the one I'm reviewing, is the X40. Let's click onto that, give you a deeper look into that. So $759. Look inside here. This one gives you kind of an internal look at the workings in there. They do have an LG compressor. So LG's a Korean manufacturer, makes pretty good refrigerator products. Better than your average compressor, I guess. Go down here, key features, 173 watt hour rechargeable battery. Cooler takes 4 to 6 hours to fully recharge. Battery has a 10-hour life to keep the chill. I think it's 10 hours like for refrigerator, but if you're doing it for freezer, it's about 5 hours just off the battery alone. You got the app control, -4 Fahrenheit freezing. Yeah, there's the LG compressors there. Charging modes, AC, 12 volt, solar panels. And here we go down here, we can see rated current 3 amps. Charging input 12 volt, 8 amps. And solar charge, fully charged in 4 hours with 105 foldable solar suitcase. So that's not what we had. We had the 90 watt one. So I guess it can go higher as well. There's your battery capacity. Freezer running time with built-in battery. There we go, 5 to 12 hours. 12 hours if you're at freezing temperatures, so it's kind of useless. I'd say more 5 to 7 hours. And there's your solar panel charging input. So you can use different panels, different voltages, and up to 10 amps. So that's pretty good. Low energy consumption, 35 watts. And in my test so far, it's been right around there or even less. And your weight is 32.8 pounds. So I'll link to this page if you want to, dive deeper into the user manual and stuff. So, quite a slick unit, lots of great features there. Anything bad to say about it? One thing I don't like particularly is the fan noise constant. It does turn off every once in a while when it's reached its set temperature, but for the most part it's kicking on, and there's quite a bit of fan going on. So if you were in your RV and you're bothered by this low hum constantly going on, that could become bothersome. The other thing is, as far as security, say I wanted to put it outside, maybe under a shelter or something to run it, you could just hear the fan just went off there. There's not a lot to lock it to. Like the other one I had some pretty heavy duty handles on each side that I could run a lock through. This one you could lock it to maybe this, but you know, that's kind of wussy. So it could be hard to secure it. And of course the price, you know, it's quite highly priced compared to, say, the other fridge that I've been testing that goes for about $3.99 or so, $3.49 on sale. This one's pumping up closer to around $7 something. You can get a discount. I think I have a discount code for it. It's like 10% off, and they do go on sale. But you know, it's a fair chunk of money to pay for it. Although it does have a lot of pretty decent features, and that lithium battery is kind of a unique feature in itself. Anyway, I'm going to make this my main freezer to take along when we're dry camping, and we're going to be doing a lot of dry camping for the next month and a half. So I'll come back maybe towards the end of October and let you know how it's performed, especially considering I've been using that other freezer for quite a while now, so I'll be able to gauge the performance against that. Till next time, Ray from LoveYourRV.com. Thanks for watching, folks. Cheers, everyone. Now it's time for pie and ice cream.